Well, hello everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. I know I'm 2 minutes late. Had all kinds of internet issues. So we are on the emergency backup cell phone internet today. So we're going to see how this all works because this could be an interesting Q&A. We'll give it a try. Sometimes the cell phone works great. Sometimes it doesn't. So I'm using the cell phone hotspot, which I got perched back there by the window to go to the laptop. So let me know though, am I coming through clearly? Is the volume, is the audio good? We are doing something I've never done before this way. New microphone, new laptop, different internet setup. So leave me a comment, let me know if this is coming through clearly, and we'll jump into it. If you're watching this on replay, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube, we answer your core related questions for about an hour. As you can see, I'm not in my studio, I'm not in my office at all. We are in Las Vegas. This is the NAB, National Association of Broadcasters version. So come on, join us. We'll love to have you here. And let us know if how everything looks and sounds. Thanks, Mike. Says everything's looking good over there. But if you're watching this on repeat again, come join us live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I try to do this whenever I can, including when I'm here in Las Vegas. So we're going to answer your core cutting related questions, hopefully help you get the most out of your core cutting experience. And we can talk about the news, YouTube TV adding a bunch of channels but raising its price, something I warned about last week. We can talk about any technical issues. Are you trying to become a cord cutter and you're trying to figure out this whole situation? I'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment and let us know. Donald, Minette, Martin, everybody, hey, thanks for joining us. Robert, hey, did you all get the notification that we went live? I've been wondering if YouTube, I know this is a common complaint of YouTubers, but I've been wondering about the YouTube notification system. Did it go out? Did people get that? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Colin asks, is ATSC 3.0 the new next-gen over-the-air TV standard launched in any markets? It's being tested in a handful of markets, including like Dallas and Phoenix and Lansing, Michigan, and more, but it's not publicly available. They say 20-some markets from Sinclair this year, and I guess by the end of next year, they hope to have 20 or 40-some, I guess, in total. So I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, everybody, let me know. No notification of the show tonight, Richard says. Did not get a notification. Very strange. Let me know if anybody gets the notification. You can hear an echo. Well, better now. Is there no echo now? No one got the notification today. Well, let me know if... Oh, no one got a notification. Well, that is just too bad. That is really unfortunate. So I don't know if that's because we did a notification earlier this morning and you only get one notification a day. Very strange. YouTube is YouTube, and unfortunately, people, they don't like to always let people know about what we're doing. But make sure you ring that notification bell next to our thing, and let us know if that is if that helps in the future for you to get notifications. Just got the notification. Okay, so maybe it's just going out really late. Hello from Malibu, California. Great to have you here. Just got it. Everybody's just saying got it. So it takes about 4 minutes, apparently, for the notification to go out. Interesting. All right, so YouTube TV price hike, ATSC 3.0 news, next gen over there TV. Got a lot of news and stuff coming out tomorrow on that. Got to look at TiVo's prototype setup for ATSC 3.0. There's a lot of other news happening in the world of cord cutting I would love to talk about. So let's get the questions going now that we've got the audio figured out and now that we got the internet figured out. So let's dive into it. So yeah, here we go. Now everybody's in. So yeah, great to see all the notifications pouring in now. So a couple things I saw on the floor that I'll be covering tomorrow. We have a special edition of our cord cutting today, which is pretty much all over the show floor. We'll be covering TiVo's prototype, There is actually some tuners out there for ATSC 3.0 that you could buy theoretically. There are previews and more. Um, so we'll have to keep a close eye on all this, and I'll have videos tomorrow. But let me know what everybody thinks about the news of the day, and let me know what everybody thinks about any core kind of related questions. I'd love to hear from you. I feel that here's a great comment. I feel that YouTube TV made too big of a price increase. $5 is understandable. $10 is too much. I agree. For what they added, it feels like for $10, it felt like you should have got more than the channels you got, or they should just not have added those channels, because you could have just gone for an extra $5 and got Philo and had all of DirecTV or all of Discovery's content and all of Viacom's content and more with YouTube TV for only $5 more than the current deal. Now, if you want to get Viacom stuff, YouTube TV is just not an option. So this is something, YouTube TV's price hike is something I worried about. Everybody was like, I want more channels. I want more channels. Well, you get more channels, you're going to pay more. So there's a balance there. Now, the good news is there's a lot of other options. Hulu's cheaper. PlayStation View's cheaper. Sling TV's a lot cheaper. So there are a lot of options out there if you're unhappy with DirecTV Now and YouTube's price hike. That's the reality of cord cutting. There are no contracts, so anytime you're unhappy, just go ahead and switch. Edward says, I just got Hulu with live TV. Is there a way to could? I don't understand the question there, Edward. Let me know. Re-ask it, and I'll try to answer it. Luke, do you think Philo is sucked now that many of them using YouTube TV will drop it? No, Philo is going to be just fine, but it definitely makes YouTube TV plus Philo a much less attractive option there. Hello, Howard. So if you have a question, great. I guess everybody's getting notifications because everybody's coming in late today, but they are coming in now. Is there a streamer that has a real browser? Fire TV has a real browser if you want a streamer. They actually have a couple. They have a Firefox browser and they have a Silk browser, which is the Amazon browser. So sounds like James, you want the Fire TV. Just switched into the YouTube TV and they finally added my wife's channel. Well, that's great to hear. A lot of people wanted Discovery content inside the YouTube TV app. Well, now you have it. So the DIY channel is going to be rebranded. We don't know the name. A lot of people are jokingly calling the Magnolia channel. Last I heard that was not official, but maybe when I was on the show floor today, that became official. But the Chip and oh no, my wife is going to kill me. I can't remember their name. The people from the Fixer Upper show on HGTV have struck a deal with Discovery to rebrand and relaunched DIY Network as the Chip and something Gaines network. And I apologize. I don't watch their show, and I can't remember her name. That there are a lot of news coming in that world, but we won't know until next year. So Sling and Philo and Fubo and PlayStation View, I believe, will all be getting that channel. Luke, I read an article from Morgan Stanley that the latest surge in streaming TV brings uncertainty among investors. How can you ease uncertainty? Well, uncertainty is always come. Chip and Joanna, thank you, everybody. Chip and Joanna Gaines. I don't watch that show. I actually live not that far from Waco, Texas. I should know that, but I don't. I apologize to Joanna Gaines. I didn't know her name. But what will settle investors' concerns is once we kind of get through this little bit of turmoil, as we move from cable to a streaming-based environment, that we will slowly get investors a little bit more confident. Angela says, the YouTube TV talk, Luke. Well, we've been talking about YouTube TV. Do you have a specific question, Angela? I'd love to hear from you. And movie fan, your Sling TV is still on sale for $15. Check out that deal. You get $25 for both orange and blue. Luke, when do you think TV manufacturers will start adding ATS 3.0 tuners to TV sold in the United States? Probably next year. I'll be surprised if we see one TV this year. We may see a prototype, but next year most likely. Hey Luke, does Hulu TV unfairly get a bad rap? I think so. I understand why some people don't like Hulu TV. It maybe doesn't have your channel. But overall, I know they had a rough launch, but they're rolling out a brand new app with a traditional guide, which a lot of people wanted. They've dramatically improved the quality of the streaming. They've dramatically improved the stability of the streaming. So I think Hulu, if it has the channels you want, is a great option now. Plus, not only do you get Hulu Live TV, you get the Hulu On Demand content included, which is like a $5 discount there. I still think Hulu, if Hulu wants to add a lot of subscribers, they need to change their marketing from that $45 a month price. They need to advertise it as a $40 price point that you add on top of your Hulu subscription. So you pick whatever Hulu package you want, limited commercials or commercial free, and then you get the Hulu with live TV for an extra $40, which makes it sound much more, I think, in line with what it really is. How is NAB? So yeah, the National Association of Broadcasters, which is where I am right now. We're here in Las Vegas, as you can see, not in my office. Streaming this on a little wonky setup, we'll call it. A little hodgepodge here, but very good. I have a video tomorrow where we're going to go all over the show floor, show you a bunch of stuff, show you the TiVo Beta DVR for ATSC 3.0, some ATSC tuners, and just a bunch of fun stuff out there. So check out tomorrow. Movie Fan asks, is Hulu still $5.99? Yes, Hulu's limited commercial on-demand only content is only $5.99. That's the new permanent price. So great deal. Honestly, a lot of content for $5.99. Colin asks, will ATSC 3.0, the next gen over-the-air TV, have longer range? Yes, they do say that it will have better coverage, so you'll be able to watch more channels maybe from a little farther away. Luke, there was a Sling TV ad on the YouTube TV price increase story on the Core Cars News app. A very good place to put an ad. You know, those ads are served by companies like Google and Amazon and others. They bid for those ads. So apparently Sling TV bid for them. We don't actually control which ad appears in those. But yeah, I find it funny when stories like that happen and suddenly there's a Sling TV ad when we're talking about a YouTube TV price hike. Will ATSC 3.0 obsolete my new Tableau DVR? We just don't know, honestly, because not moved that too far. I apologize. The TiVos are working on a retrofit for that, but the Tableaus may be a little bit more difficult. Even though probably next year is the first markets are really going to start seeing mass turnover at 3.0, there will still be 5 more years of the 1.0 broadcasting. So you will still be able to DVR everything you get now for 5 more years. So I really wouldn't worry a lot about the fact that you may have to go and get a new one, because in 5 years you're probably going to want to upgrade it when that time comes. Nothing is permanent. That's very true. You know, the likelihood is over the next 5 years, you probably are going to get a new TV. You probably are going to get a new DVR, and so forth. Luke, are you going to cover upfronts next month? Just a rumor that Warner Media made a deal, but still a rumor. Well, we're going to be going to some trade shows. We will be covering as much as we can on this kind of stuff. But whatever news comes from up front, you better believe we'll have it over at corecarsnews.com if it's interesting. Luke, Sling TV hasn't had a price increase in 2 years. Do you see one for them? Well, they actually did just raise their price. So the first Sling TV was around for 5 years or 4 years, 3 years, something like that. And they finally had their first price increase in the orange, and the orange went from $20 to $25. So they just had one. I don't really predict a price hike in the immediate future for Sling TV. Luke, I just got a Streaming Stick Plus yesterday, and it's slow compared to the Fire TV Stick 4K. Hasn't really been my experience, but it may depend on what apps. I may have to see if there's been any changes in performance of that. But overall, I would say they're spec-wise very similar. And I think it comes on personal opinion, because maybe the Netflix takes a second longer to load on the Roku versus Fire TV. But for the end user, I don't think most people would care. Luke, will the YouTube, Fubo, and Hulu price hike help PlayStation Vue? It could, because it now makes PlayStation Vue no longer one of the most expensive streaming services out there. Have they said what exact range for ATSD 3.0 is in miles? It depends on where you live. So that kind of like, oh, what's the mile range? It really depends on like what the mountains, the hills, the buildings are around there. So they're not going to say that, what the distance is. Did I win any money in Vegas? I did zero gambling in Vegas. I can't wait to get out of here. But I did go see the Penn and Teller show yesterday, and that was pretty cool. If you're ever in Vegas, go see the Penn and Teller show because that was a lot of fun. I would really recommend it. And check it out. I am not sure. Let's see here. Oh. Yeah, I guess there is a little like weird red thing here. Sorry about that. Don't know how to get rid of that. I'm just trying to move my thing. So what is the best for the money? Hulu Live, Sling TV, or YouTube TV? Really the best for the money comes down to who has the channels you want. And if they have the channels you want, that's great. Then you're all set, right? If they don't have the channels you want, then it doesn't matter because they don't have what you want. So I would say there is one measurement you could take that you could go and make the argument that YouTube or Sling TV cost per channel is the best deal right now, especially with their $15 price cut or $15 a month deal. So the other factor there though is, do they have what you want? If it doesn't have the channel you want, it will eventually not work out. If you're paying 50 cents a channel versus 75 cents a channel, but the 75 cents a channel one gives you what you want, go that way. Hope that makes sense. It's a little confusing. Did I do a hotel review? Yes. And actually, funny story real quick about the hotel. So I got to this hotel. I'm not going to say the name of the hotel, but I'll post the review here next week on my other YouTube channel. So I checked into my hotel. They said, oh, sorry, the room you booked and that you paid for is not available. And I was like, it's like 3 o'clock. It's only been an hour and a half, 2 hours since official check-in started. How is my room, not available? They said, oh, we just don't have any more rooms with a king bed like you ordered. I ordered a standard king room. So, okay. They said, but the good news is we can give you an upgrade. And they offered to upgrade me for just a few dollars. I think it was like $10, where they would give me a luxury room, which is their brand new, only 2-month-old room for an extra few bucks, and you get the king bed. So I went up there, and I checked, and I went into the room, and guess what? Even though I paid extra to get the king bed, it was 2 standard stock or queen beds. I don't even think they were queen; they were like full twins or something like that. So I went back downstairs and said, "Hey, I paid extra for the king. I didn't get the king." So they put me in another room. I went up there, and it was very dirty. It was a very dirty room. So I went back downstairs. I was like, "Hey, looks like somebody's staying in that room. It's not clean." And so they went and gave me another room, and I went up there, and the air conditioner sounded like a chainsaw. It was just unbearable. And the maintenance guy came, and he said, "Sorry, this is not something I can fix. Go back down and ask them for a different room." So I went back downstairs, and they said, "We are so sorry." And the maintenance guy came with me and said, "Hey, that room has got to be taken out of the system. It's not good." They said, "We're sorry. Here's a full suite." So I ended up with this full suite. So I got this living room here. I got another room for the price of the standard king room I paid for in the future and when I checked in. Now, the reality of it is I won't ever be coming here again, just to be honest. A lot of people recommended this hotel because it's connected to the convention center. That's a hint where I am. But my experience was very poor. And even when I'm here, sorry, my laptop decided to get all wonky on me. But even in this suite, like the microwave never turned off. So when I checked in, the microwave was running, and it just kept running. So I like opened the door, and it ran when the door was open. I hit cancel, and it kept running. So I ended up just unplugging the microwave and leaving the microwave there. So that is my weird hotel story. In the end, I had 5 different rooms before I got this room. I ended up with a suite for the price of a king, but in the end, it just wasn't worth it, and I will definitely probably won't be coming back. So That's my hotel room story of the day. Luke, do you think Pluto TV will have Viacom channels? Yeah, so we did report yesterday that one of the Viacom executives came out and said that yes, we will be bringing more Viacom content to Pluto TV in the future. So when that exactly means more Viacom content, when that's going to happen, we don't know at all. Is there roaches on the ceiling? No, there's actually no bugs. It's a pretty well regarded hotel in Vegas area. Just I apparently had really bad luck. Do you think PlayStation View would add their multi-view to more devices? Yeah, I would expect PlayStation View to do that. There are plenty of other devices that could support multi-view. Oh, sorry about the thing here. I have my laptop precariously perched here, and where I bumped it and had to refix it. Uh, Fubo TV is horrible picture quality. I find that strange. They're the only live TV streaming service with 4K, so they are. My testing usually pretty good. It may be a device, it may be an internet option. I would contact Fubo TV. Luke, do you see 5G implementation in NFL stadiums in the future? There, at the Cowboy Stadium, the AT&T Stadium in Dallas does have 5G. It's a test bed for 5G. So yeah, expect to see 5G rolling out in those areas soon. Luke, how long do you think it is until AT&T realizes that the price hike channel cut was a mistake? I think about 1 week ago they realized that. All right. Keep those questions coming. So, and real quick, while we wait for more questions, if you're new here, a lot of new names. Sorry, I'm not actually in my office. We are in Las Vegas for the NAB National Association Broadcaster Show. This is a special edition, which is kind of a jury rig thing. I literally have a pile of clothes under my laptop to hold it up, and we're using my cell phone's Wi-Fi because the internet is out in the hotel right now. Another issue with the hotel that I'm not very happy about. I could go on. There's been other issues. But the so if you're new here though, we try to help you break free out of the high cost of cable. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and we'll love to hopefully help you learn how to watch the shows you want without having to pay a 2-year contract to cable. Will net neutrality pass the Senate? I don't know. Probably not the way it is, to be honest with you. Will PlayStation View ever add Viacom channels back and add an NHL network? Well, that's kind of one of those things that we learned with YouTube TV. When you add channels, the price is going to go up. Just be careful what you wish for. There are plenty of services out there with Viacom. What's your take on T-Mobile TV? T-Mobile TV is still coming. What was launched today? T-Mobile TV, however you say that, television, or whatever you want to call it, is just a rebranding of the Layer 3 cable service. It's not really a cord-cutting one. Will YouTube TV ever add NFL Sunday Ticket? Well, NFL Sunday Ticket, the NFL has said that they intend to have a cord-cutting friendly version, which cord cutters can subscribe to without needing like a DirecTV package. Probably not this year because AT&T's contract, no matter what, even the NFL takes it early out, will run through this year. But it's very possible that YouTube or Amazon will start offering that soon. Will Senate pass net neutrality? Probably not the one that was announced or passed the House today. All right, we are going to quickly play a 15, 30-second ad. Some of you will see it, some of you won't. But these little ads help us pay the bills and help cover trips to Vegas for conventions. So, and really bad hotels. So let me play an ad real quick. And for everybody else who's not seeing these ads, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget, we're giving away a 65-inch Roku 4K HDR TV from TCL, a $100 Sling TV gift card, and an antenna. I have a link in the show notes down below, so don't forget to enter the giveaway, because if you're not entering the giveaway, you're not going to have any chance to win. So check that out, everybody, and hopefully we can help you win a Roku TV and a Sling TV gift card. All right, everybody. Any news on Disney Plus? Maybe when? We're still looking at fall maybe of 2019. There's been some reports of November. I got to track down how confirmed that is, but I would expect it October, November kind of time frame for Disney Plus. Richard, first time you saw the ad in months? Well, I'm glad you saw it because then I'm getting paid. No, I really don't understand how YouTube decides who sees those ads and who does not see those ads. Very bizarre to me. I don't understand it, just to be honest with you. Luke, do you think $50 is too much for YouTube TV? Well, yes and no. For what they added, I think it was too much. But the average cable TV bill just for cable TV, not internet, not any of that, is $107 a month. So YouTube TV seems to be banking on the fact that they can offer 70 channels for $50, be less than half the cost of cable TV. But we'll see what happens. Will it work or will it not? We'll see. NYC, thank you for that $2 donation. I really appreciate it. Says he heard that it will launch in November of 2019. I heard that rumor. Unfortunately, I've been on the show floor. I haven't confirmed it. They did say fall of 2019, so November would fall in that round. Any news on Fox Regional Sports off? They have about 40 days, maybe 30 some days, to 18 or Disney to complete the sale of the Fox networks, or Fox Sports networks. What's your opinion on the Harmony Hub device? Some people absolutely love it. I find some people think it's too hard to use. Increasingly with Roku remotes and Apple TV and Fire TV remotes having controls for your TV on them, I think for most people they just don't see a need. If you're somebody with multiple devices connected to your TV and you want one remote, they're a great option. Luke, have you ever tested out refurbished Sharp TV? I have tested out Sharp TVs. I have owned Sharp TVs. They are not bad TVs at all, but I have not necessarily tested out a refurbished one. Hey, Alan, I'll just butcher your name. I apologize. But I'm happy you liked the Road to ATSC 3.0 news conference we posted on YouTube. I got some more coverage about that tomorrow on YouTube, so check it out. I just finished editing it. I will upload it once we're done here, and we will take a look at everything happening in the world of cord cutting tomorrow. What if Disney doesn't get to sell or doesn't sell the Fox Regional Sports? Well, then they would be in violation of the contract they agreed to with the Department of Justice, and they would probably be facing legal actions from the Department of Justice. They may be able to request an extension on the time frame, but they have to sell the Fox Regional Sports networks. That was the deal the DOJ made them to accept in order to buy Fox. If they don't do that, then it's just not going to happen. Chris, you are right. Even with YouTube TV's price hike, it's cheaper than cable. Here's the thing to remember. If you're a YouTube TV subscriber, you are saving the same amount of money this year as you saved last year because because cable on average went up as much as $10 this year. So if you cut the cord last year, you're actually saving the exact same amount of money this year because cable went up about $10 and cord cutting went up about $10 if you have YouTube TV. Now, if you're unhappy with it, you can always just go and get Sling TV. But if you were to go back to cable, you'd be paying $10 more now than you were a year ago. So really, the reality is you're never going to keep everything the same price. Everybody was like, I want more content. I want more channels on YouTube TV. When you add more channels, guess what? That means you're getting more. You have to have more costs. It just costs more to have more channels on a service. So keep that in mind. What do I think of the new Cubs TV network? We'll have to wait. We don't know about the cord cutting options. Sinclair, I guess, is a part owner of that. And Sinclair is well known for their very cord cutting free friendly options. So we'll wait and see what happens. Matt, we have done mini polls to see what people use in cord cutting. Of course, Netflix and Hulu Netflix and Amazon are 1 and 2. Hulu's number 3, and then there are many other ones out there like that. So if you look through the site, we have many polls like that posted. Robert says he's coming up on his cord cutting anniversaries. Almost 2 years. Well, welcome to the cord cutting family there, Robert. What's your opinion on T-Mobile TV? Well, the T-Mobile TV that was announced today is not T-Mobile TV. This is a rebranded version of the Layer 3 cable TV system. The T-Mobile TV service, which is supposed to be the disruptive cord-cutting one, will come later this year. Like in the post I posted about it today, if you go over and read our story about it, we quoted T-Mobile, who said, "This is the first step in what will become a disruptive cable service announcement later this year." So they are working on that still. What is better, Sling TV or DirecTV Now? Which one has the channels you want at the price you want? I think both are very good technically. Sling TV's DVR is not free, but it is bigger than DirecTV Now. So there's kind of a wash of both sides. Sling TV right now is on sale starting at $15 a month, though, and DirecTV Now is $50 a month. So see which one has the prices you want. Luke, is the commercials on the Hulu's $5.99 deal down to 90 seconds each? Yes, the commercial breaks on Hulu now are capped at 90 seconds. Did you know that Spectrum is now offering streaming only for about $25 with locals, free HBO, and Showtime if you have their internet? Yeah, we have stories about that over at corecarsnews.com. They have one starting at like $15 a month too. In select markets, they're rolling out to more markets. Whatever happened to Set TV lawsuit? From my understanding, there was a settlement deal, and basically Set TV agreed to shut down. But then Ace recently had a press release where they included Set TV as an ongoing litigation. Was that an accident? I don't know. I'll have to figure out. But from my understanding, there was a judgment brought against Set TV. But I'm no legal expert. Do your own. There's a post over at corecarsnews.com. If you click on the search box, you search for Set TV, it'll pop right up. Can't remember if I did it with a space or without a space, though. Because there was there used to be a no space in the name, and then some of the press releases had a space in the name. I don't know, very confusing. If you have a chance, check out It's pretty cool, Howard. Good to see your cousin's band out here in Vegas. Which streamers have live TV and which are the best? Well, that really depends on which one you want. There are a ton of different live TV streaming services, and they're all really great, but they all have different channels. So it really needs to come down to which channels do you want. So go to corecarsnews.com at the beginning. There's a beginner's guide to cord cutting right there. Check that out. And there's even a breakdown chart of all the different channels. Even though you may be in a small market, cord cutting still can be a great option to you because even in most small markets, now the locals are now streaming on services like YouTube TV. Robert, Simple TV also shut down recently, from my understanding. I know there was a lot of people claiming that was the same service, but it was never actually proven. It could be very easily that somebody just saw the demise of Set TV and then decided to look a lot like them. Joe, I'm not happy either. The good news is it's still cheaper than cable, and you can always switch to another service. In regards to Fox Sports regional channels, any rumors on who will buy them? There's been talk about Yes Network being bought back by the Yankees. There's been talk of, which that sounds like it's pretty much a done deal. We're just waiting for the official announcement. And there's talk of Amazon, even maybe Google bidding, but a lot of the typical names like Sinclair are out there bidding on the channels. I would doubt that Comcast would be allowed to buy most of those because, again, it'll go right back to that antitrust situation where too much control in the world of sports. All right, so, hey, about 10 more minutes because I actually got to pack up. I got to get my bags packed to get to the airport early tomorrow. But let's about 10, 15 more minutes here. Get your questions in. We're going to do our best to answer them. Any info on the NVIDIA Shield? Well, there was some rumor that there may be a new NVIDIA Shield in the works. Some code name appeared in some software. NVIDIA kind of downplayed it. Said just because there's a code name doesn't necessarily mean we're doing anything with a new device. We often are beta testing stuff when we use code names for beta testing on existing models. So is there a new NVIDIA Shield coming? Right now, I would say I wouldn't hold your breath. East Coast. If cable TV is a good option for you, get cable TV. The Getting internet plus all the TV and everything you want for under $100 is just not reality for most people with cable. The average cost of cable TV alone is $107 on average. If you're somebody who says, well, if I get cable, I won't get internet, that's great. Some people do that, but I find most people don't, so keep that in mind. Hey, MW, we just don't talk about the piracy services here. There's plenty of places out there if you want to learn about piracy to do piracy. But we just focus on the legitimate stuff. But I will say I'm paying at my house about $39 a month for internet. If you add in YouTube TV at even the higher price, YouTube TV plus my internet would be cheaper than your DirecTV Now deal. So that's kind of one of those things to think about. You got to shop around. You got to do your math. You got to look for other internet options. How you're paying $190 for internet plus cord cutting, that tells me you're likely overpaying for internet. You may live in a market where there may be just not internet competition, and that may be your issue. But for the vast majority of Americans, you can get streaming options and internet for well under $100. How many people here? Leave me a comment. I know the answer to this because it was in our survey. But how many people here pay less than $100 for your internet and your cord cutting streaming services? Christopher, yeah. So Philo added CeeLo TV today. I never heard of it either. It's a new channel. I have a full post about over at corecarsnews.com. Luke, do you think Netflix will ever get into live TV streaming? Netflix was very clear saying they have no interest in doing that. But it could happen. We'll see. East Coast says Dish is $60 a month. Dish's promotional offer is $60 a month. That ends after a few months. Plus, you have to rent. You have to rent each box for each TV. You have to pay DVR, regional sports fees, broadcast TV, etc. And that's how the price goes from $60 to over $50 a month, or over $100 a month. Matt pays $60. Few people pay over $100. Here's one for $76, pay less than $100. Tony says, is the Roku search update substantial, or are they just moving their channel to the top of the results? I believe if you're inside the YouTube app and you do a voice search, or into the Roku channel app and do a voice search, then it will launch into whatever is in that one. But from my understanding, the normal voice search will continue to work the way the voice search is in the past. Yeah, so check around. So just keep that in mind. So some people are paying $85 a month. Have you shopped? When's the last time you shopped around for internet options? And this is the hope of 5G, because Verizon, T-Mobile, and all these people are only charging $50 for internet. So $50 for internet and $50 for YouTube TV is only $100. So yeah, I'm surprised how many people are paying $85 for internet. Buy your own modem. Yeah, Edward's asking, should he buy his own modem? He's paying Comcast $13 a month to rent it. Yeah, that modem you're paying $130 some a month for, or whatever it adds up to be, is only probably about $50 modem. So unless you get one of the voice modems, those cost a little bit more. But I would go to Amazon. You can buy a modem for under $100, and you can be able to stream everything you want to stream, and not have to pay that $13 a month. I pay $60, $5 a month for 100 and down internet, and $25 for Spectrum streaming. So there you go, under $100. 55. Here's James. $55 a month plus 40 for Sling equals $95. So he's paying under the $100 a month there. William says he only has one internet provider in his area. That's kind of one of the things. Again, it goes back to like the Amazon satellite internet service, SpaceX satellite, 5G, fixed wireless. There is definitely a movement afoot to find additional internet providers in areas like that. All right, last call for questions. Willie says he pays $50 for internet. So there are some people that are stuck with higher internet costs. Here's the question though. If you go back to cable TV, are you going to give up your internet? I am kind of surprised how many people are paying over $85. Sounds like we need to do a little post about helping you find additional internet options. One of the tricks I find that's most effective is if you have DSL and cable, and most Americans have DSL and cable, is I spend a few years on cable, then I spend a few years on DSL. And when that is done, I swap back and forth. So when my DSL is no longer a good deal, I switch to cable. When cable internet is no longer a good deal, I switch to DSL. And that gives me the new customer rate, gives me the best savings. It takes an hour or two on the phone, but saves me hundreds of dollars every year. Sadie says she pays $10 for internet and $26 for Sling. That's a really great deal. Tim says any news on ESPN Plus will ever add live streams of their channels. Not for $5 a month, they won't. Disney has hinted that maybe someday as cord cutting grows, they may do that, but not anytime soon. The reality of it is, that would cost more money. But Disney has hinted about the option of selling ESPN through it in the future as cable continues to collapse. Kylie says he's paying $90 for a gigabyte. Gigabyte is great. I have gigabyte in the office because we want the high upload speed. But for cord cutting, you don't need a gigabyte. That's one of the things you got to be careful about is many cable companies will try to talk you into a price hike when you just don't need a price hike. Luke, why is some towns allowed to have Spectrum ink a cable choice contract that we get charged a fee on our land taxes for charter? Charter smooths or negotiated, we'll say, with your city council and got your city council to put that rule in. Yeah, I will do an internet video on doing cheaper internet. Because one of the things I would really encourage people not to do is don't let them talk you into getting a high-end package. You just don't need a very expensive TV packet or internet package. You don't need a gigabyte if all you're doing is streaming Netflix. So Kyle, you're gaming. So even if you went back to cable, the gigabyte internet would be something you'd probably still want because you would want gaming. So that would still be a cost there, which I understand. I'm a big gamer too. I do understand that. All right. Any other questions? James, yeah, unfortunately, we are not in our normal office. I am in Vegas for a trade show, the National Association of Broadcasters. So the video will be a little fuzzy, the quality will be a little lower because we're just shooting this on a laptop, which is running off of my cell phone's hotspot network. We will be back next week on our standard office, so the quality will be right back up there again. Luke, did ATSC 2.0 have better penetration, or is it that a 3.0 exclusive? So ATSC 2.0 is exactly the same as 3.0, except 3.0 adds 4K. So they completed the 2.0 standard just as 4K was becoming a big thing. They made the decision to skip 2.0, add 4K to the standard, and launch it as 3.0 because they wanted to have 4K out there. What download stream is recommended? I would recommend 20, 25. You need about a consistent 5 internet MSB, whatever, down per HD stream. So keep that in mind. Craig is paying $50 for 50 down, 10 up. So that's a pretty good deal. If all you're doing is streaming Netflix, that's more for most people. So here's a question. So people have been posting that they're paying anywhere from $80 to $100 for cord cutting. How much money are you saving? So leave a comment if you posted your internet one. How much money are you saving? Leave us a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Why is it taking so long for 4K sports? Because most people, the bandwidth is very expensive. So yeah, so if you're paying like $100 a month for your cord cutting experience, are you saving money? Leave us a comment. Let me know how much money are you saving. I want to hear that. All right. Baltimore has Fios fast, but not cheap. Yeah, Fios is very fast, but you're right. It's not the cheapest option out there. James, thanks for hitting that bell. Yeah, if you're a big fan of the channel, please ring the notification bell so you don't ever miss any of our live Q&As here. Willie says he's saving $100 a month. RG says he's saving $83 a month. Wow, Prof G is saving $200 each month from cable. That's a huge one. Who else here? How much are you saving? Leave us a comment. I'd love to hear what you're saving every month. And if you want, what are you doing with those savings? I'd love to hear from you. This is always the fun part because there's such a lag. Ian says he's saving 33 pounds and 50 cents a month. Probably works out to be about 50 US dollars maybe. Okay, Ed says he's paying 73 for internet, 55 for cable, but for his Hulu Live 55, but he was paying $220 a month for cable TV. Craig says he's saving $140 a month. Yeah. Should I buy a new TV with ATSC 3.0? There are no TVs on the market with ATSC 3.0, so I wouldn't bother. East Coast says he's saving $28 a month, but didn't you just say you were going to cable because you could save money there, East Coast? I'm confused by that. Robert's saving $135 a month. When I cut the cord, I saved about $100 a month. Craig says he's paying alimony with his savings. Howard's buying Cubs tickets with his cord cutting savings. That's great to see. So as you see from people here, a lot of people are saving money. Richard's saving $156 a month versus not having Dish Network. Well, to whoever said that they were going to get a better deal by getting Dish, maybe you should talk to Richard because Richard is saving $156 a month after cutting Dish and going with cord cutting. That's always the interesting thing to me. There's always somebody out there, oh, I save money with cable. I'm going to get cable because it's cheaper. But then, in the same chat here, here's somebody saying, oh, no, I had Dish. And I'm now saving $156 a month. So you always got to remember those promotional offers are promotional offers, and don't let them trick you into thinking that's going to be what your real bill is. Mike says, even with DirecTV Now's price hike, he's still saving $124 a month. Nice. $50 a month, but he's having slower internet. Most people overpay for internet, just to be honest with you. Ian says he's paying 33 pounds for 50 down and 20 up. That's okay. That makes sense, Ian. Ian, however you say it. My apologies. I probably butchered that name. Robert says he's putting his cord cutting savings into a savings account so he can pay off his credit card. All right. If you have any questions, I'll take like one more question and then we're cutting this because I am going to go and have dinner and I'm going to go pack and I'm going to get out of here. And next week I will be back in my regular office. I'm very excited to be home. There's no place like home, just to be honest with you. And don't forget, we are giving away a 65-inch 4K Roku TV. We're giving away a $100 Sling TV gift card, and we are giving away a Antennas Direct antenna. Make sure you enter that giveaway. I just put a link to it in the show notes there, so check it out. Special thanks, everybody. Traffic on the site's unbelievable. YouTube's unbelievable. Where are we right now in our subscriber count? Let me take a quick look. We're at over 62,339 people. That is crazy because it was a week and a half ago we topped what was it, 60,000 a week and a half ago. Now we're already at almost 62,500. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Your support's unbelievable. Setting records. Hopefully we're helping you save money. Some people, wow, $200 a month in savings. That's unreal. $150, all that's really great. So I really appreciate your support. Thank you for being a cord cutter. Thank you for supporting Cord Cutters News. we're going to continue to help you. And I will put together a video here about how to save money on home internet, because apparently that seems to be a big question a lot of people are struggling with. So keep that in mind. Last question, best VPN. Now, for streaming, I don't recommend VPNs. Most of them are streaming services are cracking down on people using VPNs to get around watching things out of market. But the best VPN, I use NordVPN. If you're in a public Wi-Fi place, highly recommend you use a VPN, because definitely don't be logging into any personal accounts if you're not using a VPN on a public Wi-Fi service. So just keep that in mind. But for streaming, not recommended. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great day. I'm going to go find some food, maybe buy my daughter a little stuffed toy or something. Pack up. I'm out of here early tomorrow morning. I have a special edition cord cutting today, tomorrow. We're going to go all over the show floor. I'm going to show you all kinds of great things. I'm going to show you the TiVo. Here's a little one of the segment is a TiVo prototype where they're testing out ATSC 3.0 and a TiVo. And we'll be looking at all kinds of stuff out there. So I hope everybody has a great day. Be safe. I hope you all have a great night. I'll see you next week, and I'll see you tomorrow for cord cutting today.